So here comes pretty much the best part of this. And what we have here is a recreation of St. Mark's Square. I totally forgot there's a second section of this. And they're doing a whole thunderstorm thing. This is amazing. I'm just very excited about this. You have no idea how excited I am to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, showing you all these fun places. This is just the first one of many. Hello and welcome to Hello, I Am Clutch, where I'm excited today to be in this wonderful, beautiful park that is actually indoors. Because this video is gonna be all about the indoor places that feel like they're outdoor places in and around Las Vegas. So I'm excited to take you to different casinos. There's a few different shows involved with this. There's just so many fun places in and around Las Vegas that feel like they have an outside vibe, even though they are inside. So I'm extremely excited to take you around, show you all of them. So we're actually starting here today in Sam's Town at the Gambling Hall Saloon, this is Mystic Falls Park, and there's actually a laser light show that I might show you some highlights of. But to give you an idea of what it looks like on the outside here, we actually need to quickly cut to Outside Clutch. Thanks, Inside Clutch. So this is Sam's Town again, hotel and gambling hall. So this is the outside of where we just were a second ago. You can see kind of the top of that green part there, which is pretty cool. So just wanted to give you an outside look of the hotel, but just so you can get kind of an idea of the scope of how big it truly is. Anyway, back to Inside Clutch. Thanks, Outside Clutch. Anyway, really excited to take you to some fun places here. It's gonna be mostly casinos, but I do think I'm gonna have a surprise at the end that I'm gonna show you as well. That is an inside yet outside feeling type of place. So buckle in, strap down. We're gonna go for a big ride to see all the inside yet outside feeling places, or as I like to call them, IYOF. So again, we're at Mystic Falls Park here in beautiful Sam's Town. And I just love this. This is probably one of the best ones on the journey, just in terms of scope and scale, with it being one room. And this one definitely will feel different than a lot of what you're gonna see in the future. But I love that they have, it's like tall buildings, like you're in a city, like this is a city park. And I love that there's all these trees here. And again, I'm on a second floor platform on a balcony to start with. We're gonna go down in a second. I'm gonna walk around, show you what we got going on. But I really just want to appreciate how like big this is. And it'd probably be really fun to have a room up there. Maybe someday, Clutch. I need some more money. Anyway, let's go down and check it out. So on the first floor, when you first walk in, they have this amazing sign, "Welcome to Mystic Falls Park." I think that's fantastic. So let's go ahead and walk around this place. Actually, I think this is the front desk, which is kind of amazing. So that is just special that you can check in while here. So again, so much inside yet outside feeling. We got a gazebo to begin with. And then they got all these wonderful lights with the flickering and just like the trees, and there's so much water feature going on here. It is amazing. And one of the things that's really special about this particular place is they have animatronics. Let me get you a better shot with the light. There is a beaver down there. You see that beaver? He was moving a second ago, so he does lift up and down that piece of wood every now and again. But the fact that like they did this, there he goes. I mean, animatronics, it's a dark ride. It's a walking dark ride. Anyway, it's just wonderful, the ambiance in here. It truly, it honestly, the kind of the smell, the sound, and the feel has a Mall of America vibe to me. So that's really cool. Anyway, we're gonna keep walking around, show you some more over here. There's just so much beauty in this to me. Like I could just walk around this all day. I love it over here. And so this is kind of like the main attraction of this area. This is Mystic Falls, hence Mystic Falls Park. So like there's a laser light show that happens a few times every day here. I think at, definitely at 6, 8, and 10. I think on the weekends it might also go at 4 o'clock. But look at this. It's a waterfall inside. I mean, come on. Come on. That's wonderful. And you know what? And look at this, a bar. Inside yet outside. Yet outside, inside, I don't even know. But we got we got some goats up there. Goats? No, those are sheep, rams, those are rams. Wow, I am not a zoologist. This is great. I love the idea of just integrating this bar into the inside yet outside feeling place. We got some more animatronics up here. We got an owl. Who are you? Boo, boo, clutch, blue, blue, boo. I'm just very excited about this. You have no idea how excited I am to make this video. I've been wanting to make this video for so long, showing you all these fun places. This is just the first one of many. Anyway, let's keep walking around. I know the waterfall makes it so it's a little bit hard to hear. I gotta talk very close to the microphone here. Let's keep walking around just to show you more inside yet outside feeling places. So again, I will show you a few highlights of the laser light show so you can get the idea of it. But I'll have a full video with that you'll be able to see as well. Either it's up already or it'll be up later. But anyway, let's keep walking around a little bit. So we got, if you look up here, we got another animatronic. It looks like a mountain lion, I think, of some kind, maybe a bobcat, if you will. I'll think about it. We got an eagle over here. If you see this eagle, it looks like he needs some Rogaine. Want to show over here. What's down here? Just more watery featurey. It's actually turning the water. I make a lot of Willy Wonka jokes. Moving along over here. This is a cute little area. We got like kind of a little mine theming up there. And then down here we have another animatronic, this cute little deer. And then we got this stream coming through. I mean, come on. This inside yet outside feeling is fantastic. And just like when you go to like Pirates of the Caribbean, like I was talking about earlier, at least the one in Disneyland, they have a restaurant where you can sort of be outside. Even though you are inside, you still get the vibe of outside. And so that's just wonderful. I am having such a good time showing you this. And we're just beginning. So let's see, we got some more fun stuff over here. It's not, it feels like it's gonna be so much bigger than it is, because I've actually almost walked around the whole place already, but just, gosh, it makes me so happy that places like this exist. I just want more of them. Oh, and I think we got another animatronic over here, so let's show you that guy. So we got this little squirrel right there. He's doing some squirrely things, just having a snack. Let's actually try to get a different angle of that guy. I feel like the light's making it a little hard to see him. How you doing, Mr. Squirrel? There you go. Mr. Squirrel doing a squirrel thing. All right. Yeah, and as you can see, we're basically just already back at the front. And that's really about it. There's not too much else here, but it is a wonderful, magnificent place. So this was the first stop really on the IYOF journey. So we're going to show you again a few quick highlights of that show, but then afterwards we will see you at the next inside yet outside feeling place in Las Vegas.
The magical blessings of the falls are so abundant that each night they come to life, awakening the wonders of nature as they burst into the sky.
Expect to be feeling this many emotions this soon into the program. Oh my God! There's some highlights for you. Now, one other thing before we leave here that I didn't want to mention, it's a little hard to pick up on the camera, but there are bird sounds and ambiance noises that are happening around here. So that's just another little element of the inside yet feeling like outside thing. But anyway, next place. And next, if you haven't guessed, is New York. New York. Which is very obvious because we have this humongous Statue of Liberty here. I don't think it's the actual, I think the real one's bigger. Anyway, this is New York, New York. Springfield, Springfield. Well, before we go inside to see the inside yet outside feeling, if you look at the outside, it's an outside yet outside feeling. Huh. And then here we have the streets of New York. So this section's very fun. They make it so it looks like, you know, streets in New York, except a lot more clean. No alleys really, but so let's look around this place a little bit. I'm just kind of gonna give you a little bit of a walkthrough. basically back here is just a lot of places to eat, a lot of places to sit. There's a bar over there, you got some good pizza over here. But it is cute because like they got the cobblestones on the streets, so they kind of make it feel like outside, but I love definitely the facades. Facades and the advertisements, that's definitely the best part of this whole area. The ceiling itself doesn't actually have a good ceiling part to it. Like there's no stars, it doesn't really make it look like you're outside, so I wish they did a little bit more with that, but there's a lot of just great stuff here. A lot of little details. If you look around, there's like plants, there's actual like air conditioners. So this is, I like the vibe of the place. It's definitely very cool around here. It's not super huge, but it's really kind of in the back corner. So if you weren't looking around, you might not actually see everything there is to see with this. But gonna show you around just a little bit more here, just so you can see all the things there are. Again, mostly restaurants, some bars. There is one thing that is fun that I will show you in just a sec. So that's basically it this way. Again, not too much, but I love that they have like the trees, so it feels like you're kind of on a patio a little bit. They do have a little bit of a skyline up there, so that's nice. But then if you look over here, we go down this way, you see that big fun thing up there. That is the Big Apple roller coaster. So that's the roller coaster you see on top of New York, New York. At the very end, it comes inside like right here. And so I have a whole video on that. It might not be posted yet. If it is posted, you'll be able to watch it right around meow. But if not, nothing just happened there. It might be there in the future, who knows? Anyway, this is a cool little thing. Just I do like the interactive part of that roller coaster. It kind of goes up over there at the end. But again, it's just the fun street, the fun outside yet inside. Gotta love it. Oh, this is a cute little thing up here. Again, little details if you do take the time to look close, like up here. Looks like there's books and things in there, and I like that. So New York, New York, it has a cute little inside yet outside feeling thing. It even has mailboxes. It's got a fire extinguisher, fire hydrant, and it's cute. Definitely has the vibe that I like. I just wish they did the ceiling a little bit more in here, but anyway, on to the next inside yet outside feeling place. For our next little bit of inside yet outside theming, we're going to the Luxor. And this one has a bunch of fun old theming. This is one of the old kind of like Egyptian ones where you got the Sphinx, you got the big pyramid in the background there. And so this one isn't as inside yet outside feeling, but it has enough in it that it's definitely worth showing you. So let's go inside. So let's go into the Luxor so I can show you what I'm talking about. It's echoey in here. So here we go. It's pretty just, this is a magnificent just area here. So again, not fully outside, but I mean, when are you gonna find things like this inside? You got the palm trees and everything. This really kind of cool entryway. But my favorite part about this is, of course, the inside of the pyramid. So if you look up, you can see all the way inside this pyramid. And these are actually like that right there, that right there. These are like actually angled elevators. Or maybe not exactly there, but there are angled elevators to get up to those floors there. But so it doesn't fully feel like an inside yet outside feeling, but it has enough of that vibe that I definitely wanted to show it to you. And actually, if we go up over here to what's on top of this section, there's a little bit more to see that gives it a little bit more of that vibe. One more quick thing I really wanted to point out actually about this lobby before we go up there is that something really cool about the history of this is that for a very short period of time in the lobby there used to be a boat ride. You couldn't even tell that it used to be here, but I don't know if you took it to your room or anything like that. I don't know the entire history. I think there's people who do that better than me, but literally I know that there was like a whole moat that went around here and you used to be able to ride an actual boat around this lobby. And I just think that's a cool thing that I wish never went away. Riding up that escalator now, so you're not quite seeing it yet. So this actually takes you up to a food court and where you can go, I think, to Carrot Top and Blue Man Group, but that's not what's important right now. What's important is what's going to be around this corner, because this whole cute facade is blocking everything. So I'm going to walk you around and you can kind of see it feels like you're on the Three Caballeros boat ride in Epcot. But that's not what I was really trying to show you, but that is still very cool and that is kind of part of it. What I was really wanting to show you was this over here. Got this whole kind of city facade with kind of this, I was gonna say Moroccan, but it's more Egyptian, which I'm so bad with geography. I'm sorry, my education, bad clutch. Anyway, I do love this. I just think this area right here with the obelisk and with that kind of city facade up there is really cool and really nice. And again, it doesn't feel as much like an inside yet outside situation, but I still really appreciate this area, and I just wanted to show you that. But now, let's move on to another fun inside yet outside casino feeling area. You know, as I was walking through the Bellagio, I was thinking that they actually kind of have a fun inside yet outside feeling place. No, I'm not talking about this fountain right here. I'm of course talking about the conservatory, where they change it up all the time. So it's not quite what I'm really thinking, but they do, if you've never seen this before, they change this multiple times a year. So by the time this video comes out, it will likely be something completely different. So I'm here in the springtime for this. I'm here in April, so it's very kind of, I see it looks like Easter eggs, birds, and it's just cute. So I do like that there's water features. Definitely has that inside yet outside vibe. And so this qualifies enough. I just wanted to show you around it just a little bit, because this is a fun little bonus of the inside yet outside feelings. This is always worth a walkthrough. It's completely free to come here. Always cute, always different. It's literally been never the same twice, as far as I know. And it is just a nice extra little free thing. Like, just you can walk around it. It is nice to come in the middle of the day. Now, I'm here on a Monday in the middle of the day, about 4:30, 5 o'clock. You can see just how busy it is. So this place does get quite packed sometimes. That can kind of impact how fun it is. But still, it's got the good old IYOF feeling. And I like that. And this over here, I'm just noticing this now. This looks like Tafiti, you know, from Moana. So if you haven't guessed, we're at Caesar's Palace, because all the forum shops there have a very strong inside yet outside feeling. And this one, you have the blue skies. We have fountains, as you just saw. There's some bigger fountains coming up. So when there's some more interesting stuff to show you, I'm gonna show you that. But again, like we've seen in some of the other places, they have like the floor that's not exactly just regular floor. It's got some character to it, giving you that little bit of outside feeling. So in here, it's not as strong as some of the other places, but I absolutely love that we have this feeling here. So we're gonna keep going around, show you some more of the inside yet outside parts, and really show you how Caesar's Palace fits into the IYOF family. Here we go, a little bit more IYOF for you, where you got your blue skies up there, but then what of course I love is that above the actual establishments here, it becomes these facades with like theming lights, fake balconies, lights behind it. Like it feels like, honestly, it feels a little like Pirates of the Caribbean. So I kind of like that vibe of it, but like, you really see how much it goes. It's really cool. Like, when you're really being mindful about it, it really is present, and I really appreciate that. So let's go a little bit closer to that big old fountain over there, figure out what's going on with that. And so here we have the Fountain of the Gods. And I know that because up there, it says Fountain of the Gods. And this is a fountain, and those are gods. But this is fantastic. This is magnificent. Like, I love the rock work. This is not the animatronic show. I used to think this is where the animatronic show was, and I think that's why I never found it. Because actually, for those of you who know about the animatronic show here, it is farther down. We'll go there hopefully in another video. But if you look around, there's so much going on with this thing. Like, it's an amazing fountain, and I just love it. Because, like, why would you have a fountain like this on the inside when it feels like we are outside? It's just great. I love this. I mean, water features always make things more fun, but this is especially great. I don't know, it's just, there's a lot of kinetic energy in these statues, and you know me and how much I love my kinetic energy in my statues. And this one, I was gonna say it takes the cake, but I don't know if they had cake back in these times. So after looking at the Fountain of the Gods, I didn't know how to say it there. You can go that way a little bit, that gets you to the casino, but then there's actually a little bit more for us to walk down this way to see a little bit more outside yet inside stuff. I was gonna say that this section doesn't feel as outside yet inside feeling, but then I saw at the top there, they made a little painting of this guy, just a little one, and it looks like a painting, so I'll allow it. Well, this is cool. Here's one more thing. As I'm leaving from Caesar's Palace, from the IYOF experience, I believe it's getting darker outside, and I don't know if this is on purpose because of that, but like, it's kind of getting all pinkish and hueish like a sun setting. Again, I don't know if it's just the time that I'm here, or they're doing that on purpose, or what, or if it does that on a cycle, but I'm seeing it right now, and I think that's great, and so I had to show you. And moving on, at Treasure Island here, we have another outside yet outside feeling section. We got one ship over there. We got two ship. We got red bar, blue bar. Nope. Joke no good. So the next fun extra place on the inside yet outside feeling tour continues, where we are in the Adventuredome at Circus. Now, I have a whole video of me actually going to the Adventuredome, so you can see a lot more there, but if you don't know it in simple terms, it's an indoor amusement park, hence the roller coaster. But what's fun is that it goes through all this rock work with trees and things on the top, and you got these building facades. And so again, and especially because the sun, like that natural sunlight's coming in from the top, totally qualifies as a fun inside yet outside feeling type of place. So honestly, just a really brief stop here to show you that one. But the rockworks everywhere really makes it cool. And the fact that they put the little bit of trees on the top, like if you look over here, just a little bit of trees on the top over there as well. That makes it a wonderful stop on the inside yet outside feeling tour. On with the tour! Well, just because I kind of want to get it on film, I got this kind of mid-extra sort of bonus for you. It doesn't fully qualify, but I want to show it to you. This might be a little hard to see with the way it's backlit, but here's the inside of the Peppermill and Fireside lounge area. What I love about this is it's completely retro Las Vegas charm, but it's obviously the inside yet outside feeling because of all the trees they have in the middle there. So I had to show that. I've never been here before, always wanted to come just to get this vibe, and I love it. So again, just wanted to show you. They also have these amazing napkins, which I have dubbed inside yet outside feeling napkins. Okay, that's it for Peppermill. I also just need to get a quick shot of the Fireside lounge that they have in the back here, because it is a little bit more inside yet outside feeling with the way it looks here. So like, look at this. This is just, I mean, I feel the exact same way. It's quite a special looking place. Our next stop on the inside yet outside feeling tour is this place, the Venetian. For the record, I know it's the Venetian. I was being funny. Leave a comment in the comments if it was funny. Also leave a comment if it wasn't funny. And so if you didn't already know the Venetian well, then you might not know that what we're about to see is called the Grand Canal Shops. And so you understand the inside yet outside feeling in just a second, in about, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Although adjusting for inflation these days, it's around 6 shakes of a sheep's tail. And as you can see, it's very much like Caesar's Palace, where you have a blue sky with some clouds. You got all the stuff at the bottom here with like the shops and things, but then you have the awnings and the lights, and you got the floor that's a little bit more interesting. And it actually smells quite nice around here too, but it just has that fun inside yet outside feeling. What I like about the Venetian is it goes a little bit harder, as you can see with the overpasses and things like that. And then the part of why it has its namesake, the Grand Canal Shops. So you see, it gets even more elaborate. Got big street lamps, things like that. Really love it. But you'll see as we get closer here, why is it called the Grand Canal Shops? Well, because within all these shops you can see we have a grand canal. They got a humongous water feature where you can ride on gondolas, something I've never done before here, because it is quite expensive. But what's really cool is that this is integrated within the whole area, and you can ride it up and down. And we're gonna walk around and show you what there is, because there's a few little surprises here and there that make this place just a little extra unique. Got a fun little corner here, you can get right up to the canal. And what's fun about these gondolas is that the gondola rowers actually sing which is pretty fun. But it's just, again, this is all completely inside. This is, I love this just environment. It's very cool. And then one place that's really fun is being able to go up there. That's a place I think most people don't really know about. I think you can still get up there, so we're gonna go across, I think, at some point and try to see if we can get up to that little section up there. Give you some fun views from this little balcony. Just another angle here, and before we figure out getting back up to there, we got a fun little bridge over here. So I think we're obviously gonna have to go over the bridge. Going up the bridge. Let's see. Look at this. Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah. There you go. That's a fun shot. Again, just love how much there is at the top here with all the balconies, there's flowers, the lights, just trying to make it feel like you're walking outside here. This is really, I don't know. So often when I've been in Vegas, I just kind of walk through this, not really paying attention. And thank you for letting me make this video, because it allows me to be mindful and really just truly enjoy these inside yet outside feelings. So thank you so much. Anyway, let's keep going around a little bit more. All right, we're gonna jump to showing you that bridge. So here is La Macaron. If you go to La Macaron and you come in here, I don't think you need to buy anything or do anything special. We got some stairs just as you come in. You walk right up. Again, I don't think too many people notice that this exists. Every time I come here, it's been quite quiet. Either just a couple people or nobody at all. So this is nice. So I got your little flower wall there, but there you are. You're on the balcony. So remember, a couple shots ago, I was right there. Got a fun little corner here. You can get right up to the canal. But now, I'm right here. Anyway, so you got a great view from this side over here. And then we come over to this side and back down looking this away to get this view. And there's the bridge I was on just a second ago as well. We got a fun little bridge over here. So I think we're obviously gonna have to go over the bridge. I used to be there, now I'm here. Clutch is unreasonably happy. So I've made it to one of the ends of the Grand Canal. This is actually where you can start the boat ride, so the gondola ride. So one thing I did want to point out to you in case you were interested, I know it wasn't fully part of it, it was up here a second ago. Why aren't you here now? You're making my shot, you're embarrassing me in front of my friend's board. There you go. Okay, so we have the indoor ride, which is 10 to 13 minutes. Again, glitter's kind of hard. It is $34 a person. Or if you want a private gondola, you have to basically pay the full way, $136 to get that right away. So that price is kind of why I've never wanted to go on this thing before. It is just a little expensive, given that I love dark rides, and this kind of almost qualifies as one, but you can literally walk and see the whole ride, and most dark rides you can't see the whole ride before you get on it. And so given that you can see everything, you can see the bridges, you can see exactly where they travel the whole time, it just doesn't appeal to me as much. But I do very much enjoy watching them go by, so that at least, that don't cost no money at all. I'm a terrible singer. So here comes pretty much the best part of this. And what we have here is what if I recall correctly, is a recreation of St. Mark's Square. So let's look at this. This is one big room. And it's just amazing. It's open. You got your sky there. Just looking great. A little bright. Kind of a bright day, apparently. But you got this whole area. Couple bridges in here as well. Buildings seem like they go up just a little bit higher. And for some reason, can you see this? Look at that. We got Batman and Catwoman in the window there. That's fun. That was unexpected. But I just love this. All the lamps really giving it that inside yet outside feeling. The good old IYOF at its best. Yeah, being in here just feels very special. I can't put it into good words. You've been with me long enough this video, just know these ways are fun. Because I enjoyed the man-made efforts to do stuff like this. That's a great clock. I think it's telling way too much time. That's gonna do it for the Venetian portion. So now it's on to the next bit of IYOF goodness. Continuing the inside yet outside feeling tour to Paris. Obviously there's a lot of outside yet outside feeling stuff here because we have a whole Eiffel Tower. But we're gonna go inside to the actual casino. It's actually between the casinos. It's between the Paris and the Horseshoe, where there's kind of a walkway between them. That is one of my absolute favorite inside yet outside feelings for reasons I will discuss in just a moment. So actually starting from the Horseshoe end, we're gonna go this way because I wanna show this first little area here because it's not quite the outside yet inside part yet, but I love this part. I just love this ceiling. I think it's just a really cool part. But anyway, you can kind of already see in the distance here, what do we got? We got some awnings, or we got some kind of balcony things up there. But here's what's great about this. So it starts again, it goes between Horseshoe and Paris, or Paris and Horseshoe, depending on which way you're going. And when you get basically past that first part, you can kind of see on the floor is starting to change, and it becomes the streets of Paris. So we're not quite into the throes of it yet. It's just a little bit past this section here. You'll see in just a second we're gonna get the type of ceiling we know and love, which is the sky ceiling. And so there you go, you got your clouds, you got your blue skies, and it's great. You got your floor being a little bit more unique, not just, it's like cobblestones. And so I've always liked this one more than most because it has that Paris vibe, it has that kind of France vibe, and I like, this is one of the first like really, this is one of the first areas where me as a young person really realized like it was an outside yet inside feeling, and I always loved just walking this corridor. I think I like that it's a little bit tighter. It is, if you're staying at the Horseshoe or the Paris, it's easy to get between the hotels. And so I think that always appealed to me when I was a little bit younger. But also when you get to this, it just gets a little bit more heavily themed up there. Where if you look at the top here, you can see we got like a chocolate carpentier, fun things like that. You got flowers everywhere up at the top. And it just has a lot more like foliage and life at this portion, and I really do enjoy all of this. So this is where the buffet used to be. I don't believe it's been here since COVID, but there's just such a streets of Paris vibe here that is a little bit stronger than some of the other inside yet outside feelings. And again, there's kind of a layer of nostalgia for me here. So I really love this portion because it almost feels like you're walking near Gaston's in Fantasyland, and I think that might be me hitting the nail on the head a little bit there. Is this feels a little bit more fantasy than some of the other ones. Some of them feel a little bit more practical. You know, the Venetian, it was more Italian, which can feel fantastical, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But something about this just feels a little bit extra special. And what I do also enjoy, and I'll show it to you in a second, the actual casino itself continues that feeling on just a very big scale, a very large scale, and that's something that's always appealed to me, so I'll show you that as we get here in a second. 1 second later, walking into the casino, you see we got the blue skies in the whole place. You got these really cool columns because you see in the distance over there, that's actually the bottom of the Eiffel Tower we were looking at outside just a moment ago. So this casino has always just felt a little bit better to me just because it has that ceiling, and I really like that here because I think, trying to rack my brain here of everything I've shown you so far, I don't think the sky ever was in the casino part. It's always in the shopping center or some other part. So the fact that it is here just makes this a little bit extra special. We even have a fun fountain in the middle of the whole place. And so Paris, however you, I took Spanish in high school, so I wanted to say Paris, I love you, but it's like I am not a French-matician. A little closer back at that front section, I did want to point out where you come in, it has these wonderful arches, and then you have, that's actually where I believe part of the Eiffel Tower experience is. But I love that they have a whole outside looking bridge on the inside here. That's just, again, just one of those things that just adds so much to it, where it's a whole frickin' outside bridge. The vulgarity, clutch the vulgarity. But also behind you, this is where you can really see one of the legs of that Eiffel Tower. And I don't know, something about the Paris inside yet outside feeling just hits a little harder for me. So a slightly surprising place that actually has a little bit of the inside yet outside feeling is in the Miracle Mile shops at Planet Hollywood. So let's go take a quick stop. So here we go, tucked a little bit a ways in the back. You can see we have kind of a Moroccan Arabian Nights kind of thing. I think this used to be the Aladdin way back in the day, which is partially why this is here. I might be incorrect about that. I might need to look that up and actually tell you. But let's see if I'm correct. Future Clutch will tell you on the screen if I'm correct. But anyway, you can see we got our blue skies with our clouds, but I love all the rock work up there. It definitely feels like, the reason I felt like it was Morocco was because it looks like Morocco at Epcot. I compare everything to Disney. Anyway, I love that we have this up here and just like all this facade. This is a fun one. This is one that I feel like is a little bit overlooked. Not that anyone but me is really looking for these inside yet outside feeling type places. But I mean, there's just a lot of great just facade up here. It feels like there's gonna be a really fun stunt show or something going on at some point. But this is definitely what I like about this compared to some of the other ones as well. Again, different theming, different kind of like style. It's not Italian like the Venetian. It's not all Greece and Caesar's Palace-y. And so there's I love walking around and looking at it. Again, thank you for allowing me to film this to make it so that I have a reason to be mindful about just enjoying the inside yet outside feeling places. It feels like, I can't remember if I've said this already in the video, but I'm thinking it now. It basically somewhat feels like I'm walking through a dark ride. I love dark rides. Dark rides are like my favorite thing in the world. And so basically to get to just kind of walk around this and see it as you're going by, it's like a walk through dark ride, which I know is juxtaposition-y or inconsistent with itself, whatever words you want to use to make it make sense. But anyway, this was a great little stop. On to the next one. I totally forgot there's a second section of this, and they're doing a whole thunderstorm thing. This is amazing. Look at this. It's like going to a Rainforest cafe. It's a rain show. I completely forgot about, look, we've got a water feature. So the rain show, it goes at 10:30 to 10:30 every hour and a half hour. So look at this. We're gonna watch the rain show. This is fantastic. So I got this amazing water feature in here. It's this little pool, but now it's going off. I don't know if it says continuous lightning and thunder, but maybe that's what they mean by rain show, is that just this goes off. So I was for some reason expecting it to be something different, but this is fun. I just love that they put this here. And again, the facades, the environment. Oh, I see. Look at that. Not sure how well it's coming on camera, but literally they got little rain things in the ceiling to give you rain for the show. Ooh. Oh, and it feels kind of windy and cold. Again, it's like a dark ride. This is amazing. I'm gonna walk to the end here, see what else we got, because I think there might be projecting some stuff on the actual rain up there, so we're gonna try to see if we can see that a little better here. This is a treat. I had no idea I was gonna be able to show you this, so this is exciting. Let's see what we got. Yeah, look at that. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. What? Clutch is having a great time. All right, I'm gonna let this show play, so just enjoy the show for a little bit, folks. That was a fun little show. I just walked into that by accident. I mean, not exactly that. I mean, I walked this way on purpose, but I forgot this was here. The timing was by accident. That was beautiful. That was wonderful. I am so glad I got to show you that. Look how cute this is. Again, I forgot there was the second section here. I never walked this way on purpose, and I'm only doing this to show you and to have me enjoy it with you. So, Clutch is ecstatic right now, and just, this is great. And we got even some more. I was gonna show you this anyway, because look at how amazing these balconies are, and we got the sky, and we got a big advertisement blocking it all, but there's that one last thing behind it to show you the dome with all the foliage up top. That's pretty good there. Okay, I think for real though, we're now actually done with the Planet Hollywood Miracle Mile portion on it. So back to what I said before, on to the next actual thing. Okay, I have one more inside yet outside feeling place for you, and this might be the granddaddy of them all, the original, the OG, the one that put the inside yet outside feeling place on the map. I am, of course, talking about Rainforest Cafe. If there was ever a place that felt special to me with the inside yet outside feeling, Rainforest Cafe. I grew up with them in the 90s. I've been to so many of them. I still love them. I'm sad there aren't still as many, or there isn't as many themed restaurants like this. I'm so glad that some still exist, and I figured with all the inside yet outside feeling places I've been so far, I gotta at least show you a little bit of Rainforest Cafe. I mean, look how outside it feels. There's a whole alligator or crocodile. I don't know. Am I gonna see you later or in a while? Oh, we got Tracy Tree. Hi, Tracy Tree. You basically were my second mother. Oh, I hope my mom's not watching this. She probably is. And then up here we have another animal, the elusive cheetah. Look at this cheetah just cheating and looking around, and I think the eyes are broken, and that tracks for Rainforest Cafe. I mean, this is just a gift shop. Look at all the fruit. I mean, that's kind of a weird inside yet outside thing, but just the ambiance. There's bird sounds and just forest sounds. I mean, if you know Rainforest Cafe, you know Rainforest Cafe. But I couldn't miss showing you this. So while I'm not gonna dine in, they did say I can just go up to look around. So I'm gonna take that opportunity just to go up and look around very quick. If you know Rainforest Cafe, you know it's just got animatronics, you know, elephants, gorillas, things like that. And then every now and again rainstorms like we saw earlier. This is where it started for me mentally. But anyway, I just like it's on the second floor and you got all that ambience there. I'm not gonna go too far in just because I don't want to intrude too much, but at least we get to see a quick shot of it. Alright, so that's now actually gonna do it for all the inside yet outside feeling places in Vegas that I could find, that I know of already. I had a wonderful, wonderful time bringing you around to all those places, giving me a reason to walk through these walk-through dark rides. It was so much fun. If I did miss out on any, if I missed some that I didn't know about, please leave a comment below. Let me know how of one that like I didn't know about that I just missed, or that if there's some out there in the world that aren't just Vegas, let me know. I would love to know about them. Oh my gosh, they're so excited about going to Rainforest Cafe, just like me. Anyway, if you liked what I did here, leaving a like means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more kooky videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. It makes it easier to see the videos when they pop up. But if you do want to watch some more of my stuff right now, I got a whole playlist of videos that were around Las Vegas, where you can watch all those at the top right there. Those are a lot of fun. But if you want some other unique adventure I got this great video right here. That one I picked out just for you. Anyway, I hope to see you in one of those. But until then, I will say goodbye. I am still Clutch.